We, the people, are the owners of the United States. The banksters, lawyers, and corrupt politicians who infest our federal government think that they own the country, and they think that they own us. Well, now it's time for the people to stand up and put these corrupt servants in their place by getting rid of all of them. We, the people, hereby terminate the employment of every elected and appointed official in our federal government with all monies and benefits due canceled. This does not affect civil service positions. If you're an honest employee, you can keep your job.
There you go.
The people hereby seize control of all television networks so that honest people can go on TV and tell the country the truth about what the corrupt lawyers and other degenerate scumbags who infest our government have done to destroy our freedom.
Scumbags.
The Rothschild family owns the TV networks. We're taking them away from them.
Damn straight.
People hereby seize control of the Federal Reserve Bank and all of its assets. Cancel all debt allegedly owed to it, and cancel all debt based on the counterfeit currency of the Federal Reserve since its unconstitutional inception in 1913. Congress shall now obey Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution, and shall be the sole issuer of all currency in the United States in perpetuity. All profits gained by the owners of the Federal Reserve are to be accounted for and seized under RICO law and redistributed equally to all citizens of the United States. We, the people, hereby cancel all foreclosures. We, the people, hereby ban imports of goods from Asia and other countries who manufacture goods at below our minimum wage, thus causing massive unemployment in the United States. We're going to reopen our factories here and put everyone back to work. We, the people, hereby reinsert the original 13th Amendment of the Constitution and number successive amendments accordingly. Thus, no member of the Bar Association will henceforth serve in any capacity in the government of the United States. Did you hear that, lawyers? You're all fired. Get the hell out of our government.
Get the fuck out.
People hereby ban all campaign contributions. Lawyers have changed the meaning of bribery and put it under campaign contributions and made it legal. Well, it might be legal according to the lawyers, but it's not lawful.
It's immoral.
Bribery is bribery no matter what name you put on it. Henceforth, there will be no more bribery, no more campaign contributions. Anyone who wants to run for elected office is going to have free TV time, and honest people will be allowed to speak.
Finally.
The people hereby revoke all laws and presidential executive orders that violate the Constitution of the United States. A new Congress will have the task of sorting this out. We, the people, hereby declare all vacant housing units owned by any bank or government entity to be property of the people of the United States and to be distributed to the victims of foreclosure and subsequently to all homeless people. There are 18 million vacant housing units in the United States owned by the banks. They are now owned by the people, the true owners of the United States. Foreclosure victims whose home has not been re-inhabited by any buyer may reclaim possession. People hereby ban all mercury in all vaccines. No trace amounts, no mercury whatsoever. Mercury has caused millions of cases of autism in our children, and now this is going to stop.
How dare you?
The people hereby ban the use of fluoride in all drinking water in the United States. Fluoride kills our brain cells and makes us docile. It makes people so docile that many of them are afraid to fight our servants who infest our government. The elected scumbags who are destroying the United States are our servants. The people have forgotten that. We don't want any more docile people. We need the people to stand up and tell these maggots in Congress to get out.
Get out.
The people are taking control. No more lawyers, no more bribed scumbags. The people.
That's
No
right.
more fluoride in our water to dumb us down and make us docile.
Right.
We the people hereby order instruction in all high schools on the history of the Rothschild family, the banking family who tried to enslave the United States via the Federal Reserve. They had us enslaved for 102 years, now it stops. We the people hereby order instruction in all high schools on the protocols of the learned elders of Zion, a plan written by the Rothschild family who owns the Federal Reserve and the TV networks and the oil companies and everything else on this planet. The protocols is a plan written by the Rothschild family to enslave all of the inhabitants of Earth. They've pretty much achieved it, and everyone needs to read this. It's not some anti-Semitic hoax, as you're told on Wikipedia, and as you're told by trolls on the internet who don't want you to know how corrupt our government is. The Protocols is a real thing. It was written in 1773 and updated over the years. Read it. It explains all the evil on this planet. Next, there's more. We the people reaffirm that we rule ourselves in freedom. Enacting laws contrary to freedom shall be considered treason, punishable by death or as determined by a jury. Elected officials are servants to the people. It is the duty of every citizen to make sure they remember that. We the people have to pay attention to what our elected criminals are doing. And we have to stand up, open our mouths, and stop them. It's up to us.
We're doing it.
Do you want your country back?
Absolutely.
Will you stand up and take control of it
Fuck yeah.
instead of listening to these scumbags who run our government and the liars who you see on TV? Will you stand up for yourself, for your children, for your grandchildren,
Yes, we will.
for humanity?
Yes.
Will you stop listening to liars, please, and assert yourself as a part owner of the United States? Discipline your corrupt employees and fire them.
Fired.
It's we the people. We have to unite. Right here, right now.
Right now.
We have to take back control and throw out all the maggots who are destroying our freedom. Thank you.
Thank you, John Best. God bless you. Holy fuck, it's time. Let's go. We gotta get signatures, man. Today is November 7th, I believe. All this news, man. Fucking don't even bother watching. Just turn off the fucking TVs till we get the shit straightened out. Amen. GMC, also known as Mark William Cantor, signing out. Let's do this shit.